Uh, Interested to see how this game goes again. I don't think Undying will end up having a throwaway like they did last time. We have Earthshaker picked up here. Now, this will probably be. This used to be a Moon Meander special back when you played Position 3
Absolutely.
ages ago, but it'll
Yep.
probably be Moon Meander position for Earthshaker this game. It's possible they play it mid. We have seen that a couple of times recently, but somewhat unlikely. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's most likely to be the support shaker. I cannot imagine they would take core shaker here into a Timber Sonics. Keeper of the Light, something Zoomers are very comfortable running.
That's a lot of stun between your 3 and your 4. A lot of AoE stun.
All right, I mean this is a throwback. I've always liked the Enigma offlane. I'm curious if that's where they're going with this. If it's going to be Saberlight's hero, but Earthshaker to round it out. Yeah, a lot of stun between the 3 and the 4. One of these guys has to be the 3. So there's a lot of control. Decently good against Timbersaw. I still worry though. Like you just picked Enigma into a Nyx assassin, brother. That seems pretty rough.
It's definitely not easy. They don't have another support position open, so it's not like they're able to counterpick Rubik here, which is fortunate. But at any point in the first like 20, 25 minutes of the game, Nick Sassy just run into your black hole with a spike carapace and cancel it immediately.
Yeah, that was my thought process, right? I'm just like, don't they just press E and
walk into the black hole? Yeah.
Enigma's kit is useless. You also picked it into the Keeper of the Light, who's going to build a Will-O-Wisp, right? Does Will-O-Wisp cancel the ult? I believe it does it not?
No.
It doesn't anymore?
No.
Okay.
It's not a stun anymore.
It's just a root or whatever?
It taunts you inward, but it won't interrupt your actions.
Okay.
Yeah. At least I'm almost certain it won't interrupt your actions.
I think that's correct. I think that's correct because it used to be super broken and they had to nerf it a little bit.
Well, it's not even an ultimate ability anymore. It's just like your Aghanim Scepter, and you can reduce the cooldown of it with your Chakra Magic now as well because it's not an ultimate ability. It's like a 60-second base cooldown, and made even better by spamming out Chakra Magic.
Basically, 20-second cooldown.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got big team fight on both sides here. They've got really good ways of stalling out this game. Like Timbersaw is going to be super powerful in the early game. Terrorblade's going to kind of struggle to lane against it. Enchantress is like decent in the lane. And you're going to be able to harass him out with impetus and whatever creep that you end up taking. But it will do a decent job of shutting down this Timbersaw. I do think that the Terrorblade will outscale the Medusa in the ultra late game. That's will the Enigma, but yeah, but you're forced to play down two really big cooldown ultimates, the Echo Slam and the Black Hole.
Yeah, they need something really active from the mid lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get rid of the Ember Spirit and the Bat Rider, which would definitely fill that role. The Undying team's going to ban out Gunner's Invoker. I think you need to get rid of Puck here as well.
Puck's already been banned.
Oh, it has
First
been banned.
phase by the Zoomers.
Yep. You're right.
10 seconds remain.
I mean, Spirit Heroes are the first that come to mind. That Ember Spirit already having been banned. Void Spirit's an option, but the only person who really seems to play that anymore is Quinn.
Yeah, not a lot of people opt for that Void Spirit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Running low on reserve time here. They get rid of the Storm. Yeah, that's one of the other good ones here.
Spirit Hero. Mm-hmm. I wanted to get rid of the Ember Spirit on Zoomers. I mean, a lot of people end up taking the Queen of Pain as a counter to the Timbersaw. You're able to do some heavy burst damage at the start. Take the Pango. Yeah. It's also possible that Undying could have taken the Pango here. It does feel good against the Medusa.
Yeah.
What else is in the pool that's available? You don't have a Dangler here, Ricky.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have like an active mid laner or someone that can, well, I guess Enchantress can dangle once she has like some levels and some like basic tank items like double fluffy hat. But
there's Kunkka.
You could go for the Kunkka. It's decent here against the Pango and the Timbersaw.
Mm-hmm. You've got your catch there as well. I look at his draft though, and I start to think even more that it's a mid. Oh, okay, that's a hero that we haven't seen in a while. You've mentioned this a couple of times, and I thought, there's no way that this hero is pickable right now. It is way too weak, but Bryle is a player that carries from the mid lane.
He loves this hero too, and it is really strong into the into the Pangolier. The only thing I have to be careful of is just the lucky shot procs. Like every once in a while, you can get unlucky, but it is a little bit of a skill matchup on the Pango. It's a lot harder for the Pangolier to play this lane. And, you know, unless Brel makes a mistake or gets caught off guard by like a support rotation, it should be a pretty easy lane for him. And Diffusal Monkey King is a real build. Like it's a decently good build. So we might see something along those lines. I don't think Echo Saber is as popular as it used to be, but you may need that to tank up. So we'll see. I don't know, Neff. Based on draft, how you feeling, brother?
Based on draft alone, I think I favor 4 Zoomers a little bit. I think it's gonna be difficult to execute this lineup here, like 3 Enigma, 4 Earthshaker. But Earthshaker, if I'm looking at the players here, I think Undying is going to win. The only game they ended up dropping so far this tournament was with that hitter Pudge. I was a doubter for 4 Zoomers at the start of this tournament. I continue to be a doubter. I look very foolish after they beat Beast Coast yesterday. But I'm gonna continue to look foolish if they win here. Let's go for it. Undying, come on.
All
My
right.
boys.
You're on Undying. I'm going to take 4 Zoomers here. I love the draft that Undying have put together, but I think it's too hard to execute. I do. I think this Saberlight Enigma going to fall a little bit short here. I think the Monkey King is going to have a rough game getting picked off by this Nyx. So far, I never doubt a Nyx Assassin, and on the hands of Husky, it's feeling pretty good to me. So I'm going 4 Zoomers. You're going Undying. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. First series, first game of the day. Some classic NA Dota, a fantastic showdown between some titans here. This is what we want, man. This is how we want to start the day.
And I'm excited for it. 3 matches today only, by the way, for everybody just tuning in. This some of the matches had to be rescheduled. It means today's going to be a little bit shorter, but it's easier to watch every single Dota game. You don't have an excuse saying, oh, this is going to go way too late. I'm going to go to bed early. You're going to stick around for these 3 best of 2s. You're going to like it, damn it.
Goddamn right you are.
You need your daily NASA Dota injection.
There's nothing that hits quite like America's Dota.
The only thing is Mate Mate, the sponsor of this tournament.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. You know, I got my case yesterday.
Yeah, I saw. I'm very jealous.
I was a little bit upset because I've got like a mail room, and for some reason, instead of the delivery person, instead of leaving it in my mail room, sent it to a post office that was like 10 blocks away.
And
Vancouver is just covered in smoke right now as well.
Oh,
so I had to go out and get it. Yeah, I've been trying to stay indoors as much as possible.
No one ever doubt Neff's commitment to the scene ever again.
My commitment to my mate, my energy drinks. I need my caffeine. Let's be real here. That was the real reason.
Yeah, it was. So we got Envy on Medusa. We'll see what he can do on this. I'm really excited for Gunner's Pangolier. He is quite good at this hero, usually doing a lot of big playmaking. But the classic Moo Timbersaw, one of the strongest players on this hero. Top rune. A little bit of a fight there. Actually, a lot of damage coming in from that Keeper of the Light. They will just trade the runes 2 and 2 as expected, and we are off to the races here. Actually, it's not really. We're still crawling, I would say.
I'm off to the crawls. I'm very excited for it. The Assassin going Impale level 1. Saberlight actually hadn't used his because he was fighting around there and he didn't use Demonic Conversion until he got to lane. Husky ended up getting part of the XP for that one, though. He happened to be close enough there. Envy's not going to get any, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, Husky is the carry now.
Yep. I mean, Envy will be able to get some kills off one of these Eidolons. Mystic Snake is a really good ability for cleaning some of these up, so you're not going to lose as much farm as you normally would in this lane against the Enigma, as you'll have the extra from Mystic Snake hitting the Eidolons. Nyx Assassin as well. The stun followed by a Mystic Snake will just clean those up. In the bottom lane, Z-Freak's just going to be annoying down here, spamming out Illuminate and Moo starting with a level 1 Timber Chain. But again, Dubu does a lot of damage with these impetuses.
In fact, you know, Moo able to make it into the trees. Z-Freak doing a little bit of damage himself. He has to swap in that salve and get that going. I think Tomato didn't know it was backpacked, else he would have chased into the trees here. And Moo, I mean, he could try and get active again with the Timber Chain, but he can't afford to break that salve quite yet.
Yeah, you also have to be a little bit careful chasing Timbersaw into the trees. I don't think he knew how close he was to level 2.
Oh, casual little couriers there? Doesn't want to chase those under the tower, though.
He might think about going behind the tower. He's playing pretty aggressive right now.
And they're pushing the wave. but not fast enough, it seems.
Unfortunately, Z-Freak's gonna run out of mana here. Ended up going Solar Bind level 2.
Dubu lost his salve right there.
Unfortunate. Yeah, now he's all out of mana, forced to use Nature's Attendance because he was getting gone on there. Again, Z-Freak just one Illuminate left in him, and I think he's gonna be forced to send out Clarities. No, he just sends out Null Talisman. This is a very greedy build. He's going double Null.
That's Z-Freak, dude. This is what he does.
That is absolutely insane.
Were you here the other day when he went Aghanim Scepter, like Witchblade Aghanim Scepter on 4 Wyvern?
Yep.
You were here for that one, right?
Yep. Man doesn't know how to play support. He does damage.
Z-Freak's a damage dealer, dude. He's a carry.
Yeah.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Man's good. Move finally getting zone out of lane here. Ended up going pointing to reactive armor, so you can't turn around and blow these heroes up at the moment, but you kind of did need the HP regen and the extra armor, especially if he's got 2 points in the metamorphosis. Just getting chunked if you try to man up and fight this Terrorblade. Z-Freak's doing an excellent job of keeping their HP low, though, and they're going to be forced to spend a lot of extra money on salves.
Yeah, did just get delivered Tomato. Maybe back up to full HP here, though, and Moo, the same as his salve, gets dropped off. Looking to play aggressive here. Z-Freak now level 3, has the Chakra Magic, but needs to get a little bit more mana back before he can go ahead and start spamming those spells out again.
Oh, Envy's dropping pretty low in the top lane. In fact, he might go down. Moon with the body blocks is absolutely insane.
Yeah, Fissure on the money, and Envy's trapped, gonna make his way into the trees. First blood going to Saberlight here on the offlane Enigma. Honestly, didn't really expect that one, but sick plays there from the Earthshaker. And you did point out this is a specialty, right? Moon loves this hero if he gets a chance to play it.
Yeah, back in his OG days, he played this lot on position 3. I think he's one of the people who made Shadowblade Earthshaker a thing on top of the... Ooh. How did that... I think he probably just got a lucky shot proc?
Yeah, he dove him under tower and got the lucky shot. And that's what I'm saying. You can't play overly aggressive on the Monkey King because you just sometimes get punished by a Pango lucky shot. Oh man, that is really bad for the MK because Gunner now gonna be level 6 first, and normally this lane, you know, not supposed to go in favor of the Pango, but once you have level 6, you can kill off the Monkey King.
Yeah, you just get blown up. I mean, there's an opportunity to just like get your Neph Jingu mastery stacks and hit the creep wave there, but ended up getting played there on Bryle. I'm not sure exactly how it was that happened because I didn't catch that one in the mid.
I saw the very tail end of it, and he was just lucky shotted standing under the backside of the tower. So,
what can you do?
You know, he dove for it, and he paid the price.
All right.
Gosh, the impetus damage from Dubu is wild. He does have 2 points in that right now. Alright, they should know about the ward behind the tree line there since the sidestep on that. But Moo has to back off. Dubu does too much damage here on this Enchantress for him to continue laning very aggressively. Moon top lane fallen low. The question, yeah, there's no way he gets out of that one. Giving that kill up to the Medusa. And Enchantress going down bottom as well.
Yeah, just too far forward, very aggressive play, then Solar Bind it up, you're not walking away. Even with that, all that bonus movement speed that you have in the Enchantress, the Solar Bind happens to be a very good counter.
The more you move, the more you're slowed.
Yep. Nice stack there by Z-Freak as well. They haven't gotten the opportunity to stack any Ancients yet. They do have Medusa on their team. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I think that's something that they should go for this game, is they don't really have a way to contest stacks amazing on Undying this game.
Yeah, Z-Freak will definitely work on that. Oh, Envy? Can he get out of here? He's got the move speed, I think. Yeah, he's going to make it underneath the tower. He's fine. Husky's TPing back in. Doesn't really have that impale range, though, so no way to really punish this overextension. But Envy, he's got to heal up. He can't really afford to just get hit anymore.
Yeah, he's sitting extremely low here, and
dude,
I don't
Husky
have any
is just
on
owning
anybody.
Moon. But yeah, Envy just sitting very far forward. There's got to be a salve. Yeah, looks like Husky's bringing a salve for Envy.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Take a little bit because it's sitting in his backpack right now. I'll look elsewhere. Other things going on in the map. Looks like he's going for the over corrosion here on the Monkey King, so he's looking to play kind of aggressive. Your farm is going to be very slow. That's one of the downsides of the Monkey King. Unless you go max out your tree dance first, you just don't farm that fast. Your wave push is pretty slow. You don't farm the jungles very quickly. And right now he's going for items that don't farm fast either. He wants to be able to kill heroes or zone heroes with over corrosion. Okay.
Well, Moon goes down again top lane, being a little bit too aggressive. I, meanwhile, was watching Gunnar pick up a huge stack in the jungle here on his Pango as he's now almost level 8. So he is off to a fantastic start. Has vision here of Tomato's Terrorblade, but doesn't really want to give away his ward, I suppose. Envy gonna walk right into Bryle. Does need to be careful. Nice dodge there, actually preventing the mana as well from making its way back to Envy. And Boundless Strike comes in. Bryle just gonna chase down Envy. I don't think he can get out at all.
No, there's over corrosion. I mean, this is exactly what he wants.
From downtown.
These hero kills, yeah. Very nice. Next thing he goes for probably be that Diffusal Blade, right? I mean, happens to be good against a lot of the heroes he plays against. The Nyx Assassin, the Timbersaw, the Medusa.
I really do like the Diffusal build on the Monkey King. You can also go for Witchblade, but I'm not sure which one he wants to itemize for.
Nice one.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, that was pretty clever.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You know, sometimes I impress myself.
Yeah. Saberlight, he's just going to go for this kill onto Z-Freak. No hiding in the trees if there are no trees.
Yeah, Brown easily just scouts that one out on the Monkey King, and they're going to continue applying pressure here to the top lane. Not a whole lot you can do.
I mean, they managed to take the bottom lane tower while they went for that kill there, and top still sitting at half HP. They cleaned this one up fairly quickly, though. Timbersaw's,
oh, go ahead, sir.
I was gonna say Timbersaw's only level 6 right now. Doesn't even have this like Hood of Defiance that he's working on complete. I think maybe it's falling out to him. No, all he's got is his Ring of Health and Arcane Boots. He's behind where he wants to be right now in Timbersaw for sure. Only 27 last hits.
Yeah, he's very much struggled in this bottom lane. Not a lot of net worth going the way of Moose so far, but he can definitely recover. He's got a lot of space that can be made from the Pangolier, who is going to be able to get pretty active here early on. And Gunnar going for that Echo Saber, and it seems that the Monkey King is doing the same.
Into the mid lane. I think they're looking to just black hole Moo here. It would be worth it.
Moo or Gunnar would be a very good find.
Yeah. I have to know that Nyx Assassin isn't around before they go for this kind of play. Husky's been pretty on point this game for scouting people out. Did a decent job of halting the aggression of Moon Meander in the top lane at the start. Everyone's just going to disengage for now, it seems, though.
Yeah. It appears so. Gunnar happens to have an Ocean Heart. Dude, this item is so good on the Pango. Having that extra regen through the river is amazing. We're going to smoke up on Husky and Gunnar here, see if they can find someone bottom lane. The Monkey King, I think, might have shown in the trees for a moment, but Bryle... Oh. They saw him for a split second, able to get out. Oh my gosh, that was so close.
Yeah, nice dodge.
They were actually just in the one little line of fog there in between those two tree lines that Bryle did not see until he jumped over, which was quite funny.
Well, they waste a bit of time doing that, and it looks like they're trying to set up mid off the mark.
They were just going to go for the black hole like we talked about, and unfortunately, like you said, Balance Strike just a little bit off the mark. Husky with a nice D ward here does have Vendetta, so I don't think he's too worried.
Yeah. Vendetta, Spike Carapace. He's been sitting on this last point, I think, deciding if he wants to put in a Spike Carapace or Mana Burn. But Envy farming up the inch. This is exactly where you want to be as Medusa right now. Struggled a little bit in the lane, going down twice, but has managed to find a recovery already.
Yeah,
Sitting
absolutely.
Neck and neck with
he's
Terrorblade's
still,
net worth.
yeah, I was like, he's still really farmed on Tomato here. So, well, Tomato's dead. Good old Husky Donut, dude. What do you expect?
What can you do?
He just
That's what
finds
happens when you go.
he just finds Terrorblade at like, you know, 3/4 HP, and you got more than enough damage on the Nyx to burst that down.
What happens when you go all agility? Yasha, double band, Velskin, power treads. You're only level 8. You've got 760 health, and your armor does not matter against Vendetta, unfortunately.
Nah, 300 pure damage with enough level 4 Impale to follow. That is no joke. Gunner here gonna be able to chase down Moon. Does get the echo for this, and Saberlight, oh, he whiffs the black hole. What a jump there from Gunner, and now they're just gonna get super aggressive. Husky walk into that Moonlight, or that Midnight Pulse, just to pop that Spike Carapace. That's what we were talking about earlier. I mean, the Enigma, it's so easy to control him as the Nyx Assassin.
Oh man, that was rough, but they were holding that black hole until this 12-minute mark here. Like, they specifically wanted to use it to either kill Gunner or Moo, right? We are talking about that one earlier.
Yeah,
and
you're not gonna get Envy.
Yeah, so they get to play like uncontested aggression here on the Zoomers now. They know you don't have anything to turn these fights around. They use Echo Slam there too, and that's something I was talking about during the draft. Playing around those two very high cooldown ultimates can be pretty difficult. So Envy is going to play a little bit slower. He's not going to want to come online until he's got Yasha, he's got Manta Style. I have Scotty, but the rest of the team here all plays around very low cooldowns. Tons of early game power here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious, dude. Z-Freak has triple null tally. Oh, it's so good. A 9% spell amp, dude. Oh, Z-Freak gonna get found here by Bryle. He is pretty fast, can be able to push him away, and Moo's actually right here, ready to go. Nice fissure for the moment, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Yeah, rest of the team not here. Gunner in the bottom lane. Nyx Assassin, however, rotating in, misses the stun there onto Moon, and with Saberlight rotating in, you gotta be a little bit careful. There's gonna be the Spike Carapace stun to follow them up, bound the strike, but a pushback from Z-Freak will end up getting in the kill there onto the Earthshaker.
The Indopt's going to slow down his Blink Dagger even more, so again, slowing down any potential aggression that they have. 3k net worth advantage now on the Zoomers. They're playing this exactly how they want to, and you're not going to be able to turn around and find any recovery kills here for the next 70 seconds until Black Hole's back up. You do have the Blink Dagger done now on the Enigma, but it's kind of, again, meaningless unless they can turn this into any big Black Hole kills. And with Husky on the team as well, like, you always have to be conscious of this Nyx Assassin's position before you make these entries. So much to keep in mind here. They're going to try to go for Z-Freak, but he knows that something's up, and he's already getting back.
Saberlight does have the Blink Dagger now completed, but no Black Hole for about 40 seconds. Yep. And Moon closing in on his as well, and he's still got a ways to go, though.
Yeah, that death slowed him down a little bit. They scout him out as well. An Observer Ward inside their own jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
In fact, they have vision on a lot of these heroes, so Medusa's very safe farming up the triangle. Things are going extremely well for the Zoomers here.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Things looking really good for them. 3k gold lead, now 4k gold lead. The Pangolier is going to be a big issue here. Now, you do have this Medusa who's going to top these net worth charts, but Gunner actually passing the Terrorblade is incredibly surprising.
I mean, I was expecting Medusa to get ahead if she's just farming a contest while his team takes favorable fights, but the Pangolier farming up this fast is this is without a Maelstrom as well.
Yeah, it's mostly the mana battery that is Z-Freak, giving him so much extra mana to work with. And then, of course, the Ocean Heart as he's jumping from lanes to lanes, like, it helps out quite a bit. He's just been able to farm really well, and Envy now pressuring the tier 2 bottom lane. They have that catapult, not be able to keep it alive, though. They don't want to overcommit for this, but getting that fort is quite important. Mid lane, we might see the first Black Hole connection here onto Moo. They're looking for him. Bryle? Huh? They don't want to overcommit.
I mean, it is scary committing onto the Timbersaw so close to that tier 1 tower. Any other hero would be a better option. He's going to be incredibly tanky, and they could potentially turn that around if they TP people in.
So, and they just didn't see Husky, right? Like, they don't see the Nyx Assassin. He could have just been standing there the whole time, scouting it out.
Yeah, exactly. So they're falling further and further behind. Last 2 minutes, the 2k net worth advantage. Yeah, win probability now 70% chance for the Dire. So odds not looking so good for Zoomers or for Undying here all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's a pretty dang good start. Dubu gonna be found here in the jungle as they begin the chase. Nice impale. I don't think you have the damage to bring down Dubu though. And that's what we're talking about. We were talking about how they needed a dangler. Well, the Enchanter's kind of a dangler, I guess.
She do be dangling. Now they're looking for Gunner here on the bottom lane. If Moonmeander can connect this Fisher, on cooldown still, so nothing can happen. But yeah, the lack of the Blink Dagger here at 17 minutes has slowed down any sort of kill potential they could have. So the fact that their only jump right now is either the Monkey King kind of putting himself out of position to go on the enemies, or a black hole when you're up against a Nixus Acid really limits your opportunity or options for ganking. That's why we haven't seen them group up in smoke yet on Undying, even though it would look like a pretty good option at first glance. They don't have enough jump to make the smoke effective.
Yeah, and Gunner's just constantly keeping this bottom wave pushed in, making sure that Undying has to commit heroes down here. Yeah, Kaya gonna be completed up on Moo. I mean, this item always feels so good to grab on the Timbersaw. I'm curious if he's just gonna go the Kaya Sange or back for a different item here, but Terrorblade now finally starting to pull ahead as he has gotten a lot of experience. Level 12, almost 13 here on the Terrorblade. BKB nearly completed, which is going to be a huge power spike here for Tomato. He has to have the BKB to be able to fight into the side of 4 Zoomers. Just Rolling Thunder alone is enough to like completely stun him up and take him out of these fights.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what pure damage did to him from the Nick Assassin. The Timbersaw going to deal even more now that you have recovered here on Moo. He had a little bit of a slow start, but now he's up there in net worth, ahead of all the Radiant heroes except for, well, I guess he's tied with the Monkey King, except for the Terrorblade.
Yeah, Z-Freak just the same net
this
worth
is with
as
the Blink
Enigma,
Dagger.
basically. Ooh, Husky breaks the smoke in the mid lane. I don't think he knew that they were smoked though, as Bryle was up in the trees. Moo mid lane in some trouble. They're gonna go for the blink. The stun comes out. Bryle with that Wukong's command able to lock Moo down just long enough. They do. They get him with the Malefice. They find the kill. Husky trying to turn it around, but it's not gonna be enough. They will take that kill.
Yeah. 4 Zoomers are forced to back up immediately after that instead of take a fight into them because they just used Spike Carapace that would have given Enigma the opportunity to jump in and throw the black hole out. We got Spike Carapace again.
Sentry finds Husky in the mid lane. And they get that kill, and now, like you said, Saberlight, he's got the green light.
That's exactly what they were waiting for. So, 4 Zoomers, they've got the sense to stay back here. Without Husky up, it's just not worth staying close to this one. Moon and Saberlight could rip your team apart all of a sudden. You guys need to leave.
Chantra's falling low. Just gonna TP though, she'll be fine.
Yep. Try to go for that deny. That was pretty cheeky. I mean, that could have turned around to a pretty scary situation. The only real way, the only stun they had there to cancel Black Hole was Rolling Thunder, and that would have been interrupted as he got close to it. Just held in place.
Both teams ping the exact location of the other team's ward based on that little interaction between Gunner and Moon in the mid lane.
Give these players a little bit of information, they're going to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Roshan is up, and it looks like 4 Zoomers do want to try and force the objective here as they walk right on in. Envy and Moo just starting to tank that up. Gunner going to be able to offer a lot of utility in the form of the Swashbuckle, getting constantly refreshed by the Keeper of the Light as well, so that's very nice. Sentry does come out, and Husky, he knows where that is. In comes Moon. He gets the Echo Slam right on the money, and now Spybriggs comes and stuns up that Enigma, trying to keep Envy alive. Rolling Thunder on the backside, gonna find this Enigma, drop him so easily. Now, Tomato's got to be careful, still has that BKB, gets jumped, but it's going to be the Enchantress falling low first. Can they actually bring her down? They do, just in time. Goes the way of Timbersaw, and now Moo's got to get out of this Wukong's command. There's going to be the Will-O-Wisp already completed here on Z-Freak, doing work. BKB comes out from Tomato. There's going to be the Sunder, but Pango, he's so tanky, he's able to swashbuckle away, stunning up the Terrorblade. He's got to run. Moo continuing the chase here on the Timbersaw. Tomato in trouble. Great fissure block there from the Earthshaker. He's able to blink to safety as well, but Gunner is not stopping. He's continuing the chase here. He really wants Tomato. Refraction doing what he can to slow him down, but in comes that pure damage that you talked about. And Gunner, the Rolling Thunder, gonna be able to chain up this I mean, didn't even chase, it just gets bursted, and now looking for more Enigma on the side. You just respawn, you get brought down. Gunner finally gonna pay for this extension, but a huge win here for the side of the Zoomers. They take down, I think, 6 heroes.
Yeah. Network didn't swing as much as it should have off of that one because you didn't lose the Terror. Well, and now it will. You lost terribly the tail into that fight, but just hero after hero, everybody going down one at a time. And this is one of the issues with their lineup. They wanted to jump forward there, but they couldn't get any sort of black hole off because of that Spike Carapace. I mean, any opportunity, Husk's going to hold what he has to interrupt that one. And unfortunately, you couldn't go for single targets there either. You had to play around that black hole because Metamorphosis wasn't up, even though you completed that BKB. There's so many big cooldowns here that it makes it difficult for Undying to take these team fights, and they're at a fraction of their strength the moment they're missing any of these. The Echo Slam as well wasn't really ideal either. You only connected with like 2 heroes on top of the Roshan. And the follow-up wasn't there because you don't have the right-click damage of the Terror Blade without Metamorph right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And after that, I mean, you're feeling pretty strong if you're the Zoomers, up to about a 5k gold lead now. I mean, Z-Freak is just enormous on this keeper. 4 null talismans. neph! Someone tell this guy he can't keep getting away with this.
I'm sure this man just understands Dota better than the rest of us.
4 null tallies and an Aghanim Scepter.
No need Trank Boots. It only slows you down.
Oh my goodness. This man has so much magic amp. It's hilarious. And now Roshan starting to fall low here. Bryle's gonna drop that Wukong's command. Nyx Assassin comes in, able to stun them up. Envy focusing on the Roshan, able to take it down, but they're stuck. Envy can't get out. He's getting caught by this defusal, and there's the Echo Slam from Moon. Bryle's Wukong's command gonna expire here in a moment. Tomato with that meta and the BKB, they need to escape. Fissure doesn't actually block off Medusa this time, and Gunner, he's back, baby. He rolls on through. Envy able to stun these heroes up. Saberlight,
cool, canceled.
He accidentally canceled the BKB? Wait.
He canceled the black hole himself.
That was like frame perfect cancel. Oh my god, it didn't stun anything. It just immediately canceled.
Oh no.
Sheesh indeed, Saberlight.
That's rough. That's the mental damage, if nothing else. The only reason I saw it is because of the effect that it left lingering on the ground. That canceled, it's like frame perfect.
Yeah, I just saw like this black little starry background appear for, you know, 100th of a second or something. I feel like it wasn't even there. I was like, did I just blink? Like, I don't know. I had to like click the hero to be sure. Oh my goodness.
At the very least, I don't end up getting the Aegis, but the net worth lead continuing to go in the favor of 4 Zoomers here. And, you know, now they have to play around the cooldown of Black Hole again. Another 120 seconds until they're at full strength, 70 until Metamorphosis is back up. And you've lost the majority of your charges here on your BKB on the Terror Blade. You will win this if it goes into the ultra late game, I feel. But Zoomers, they're ticking all the boxes they need. Ended up getting a, what? Was the second Roche there?
First Roche.
I'm crazy. Yeah, the first Roche there. The second Roche, they grab that one, they'll be able to go high ground with the Aegis and Cheese.
Yeah, Envy does have a Grove Bow now completed as well, so he's super happy. Not completed, but rather found. There's been some hot takes on jungle items lately. I think one of the ones that I very much enjoy was Cinderin's lately. He's like, it's been, you know, this amount of time since jungle items have been introduced, and I still think they provide no value to the game. But I don't know. I enjoy jungle items. I think they add, you know, a little bit of something. They spice it up. Plus they get rid of the like high ground turtling late game. Dubu gonna get found here as he walks right into the enemy team. Maybe he thought they weren't gonna come up to the tier 3.
Got that wrong.
And boy, yeah, he thought wrong. Envy with this Grove Bow and this Dragon Lance, able to just cleave that tower from so far. They actually smoke up on the backside of 4 Zoomers here. They're running directly to the mid lane. Moon actually invis.
But he's on top of a sentry. This is the worst place he could be. If they find him here, he's dead.
Oh my goodness. Very good play there from that Earthshaker. The question is, can they find Tomato? I mean, that's really who they're looking for as he is heading top. Oh, Z-Freak.
he's gonna have to just like BKB TP out as soon as he sees an enemy. He scans. They realize something's up here. He just TPs and leaves.
Smart
Best
play.
play he can make. He's so close to this Eye of Scotty as well. He needs to get this one finished. Like he's gonna be so much more tanky in these team fights, and Medusa will struggle to deal with
Finds
that.
Husky here. He does have Spike Carapace, but he's just dead before he can do anything. The chain stuns from that Earthshaker were too much. Happened to just be walking under a couple sentries. And the thing is, he's right in the center of his sentry. He's like, yeah, there's no way they see me, right? But there's a sentry on its left and its right. He is completely covered.
All right. This is pretty good for Undying. You managed to finish up your BKB on the Enigma, and your Black Holes come off a cooldown. You got your Scotty completed now. Even though there's a 8k net worth advantage here, this is going to be one of the big turning points for Team Undying.
It really is. Bryle almost to a BKB as well, too.
Yeah, they hand the Paladin Sword off to Mono. He's going to be able to stand his ground in these team fights, just auto-attack people down.
And we saw in the last fight like how strong this Wukong's command with this Diffusal is if they're able to lock this Medusa in place. And you can. Like, she doesn't have a lot of mobility. There's no like force staffs or anything that have been built to try and save her. They're going to find Z-Freak. Oh, but Moo with an immediate catch onto the Monkey King. And now Gunner with the BKB Rolling Thunder. Saberlight responds with his own, but the Stone Gaze. Oh no, it's a disaster for Undying. Bryle's going to go down. Saberlight will be next. They didn't see the Medusa on the backside.
Very quick reaction on Envy, popping that as soon as he sees the Black Hole come out, and the Enigma put himself in position. So you got 2 seconds of Black Hole there, but that wasn't enough to turn the team fight. Try to chase people down. And once again, you have to play around these big cooldowns. They do have Echo Slam available. They could turn a fight here, but without Metamorphosis, which is going to expire somewhat quickly here.
That was honestly such a fast reaction from Moo on the Timber Saw. Like, he saw that Monkey King mid-air, and before he touched that tree, he had already Timber chained to that same tree and started spamming Chakram just to make sure that that Monkey King dropped down. That was so quick.
There were like some very quick reactions out of Envy as well there. Like, Zoomers did play that fight incredibly well. Fast reactions is what managed to save them there. Otherwise, that fight definitely goes Undying's way.
Absolutely. And now Envy, I mean, he's on his way to this Butterfly. He's got a Elven Tunic as well. Finds a Paladin Sword. I don't think he cares too much about that. The Elven Tunic, one of the better items definitely on the Medusa. And if you're Terrorblade, you have to go back for the MKB now. You have no choice.
Yep. And so he cancels up his Butterfly that he's got queued up. In fact, he's not going to finish his Manta Style or Sanjin Yasha. He's just going straight MKB.
Oh.
Tomato knows.
He just buys it. He's going Chrysalis instead. He's like, I'm just going to do big red numbers.
I guess he changed his mind already then. And let's see if that one comes to bite them. I mean, it's also possible that this well, no, never mind. I was going to say it's possible Timbersaw goes Heaven's Halberd here, but Kaya Sand she decided to stick with.
Honestly, I think Monkey King is one of their solutions to this Medusa if he can get to the MKB. I mean, this hero does an incredible amount of damage inside the Wukong's command. Like we said, they just need to be able to lock him down inside that Wukong's command. And if they can, this Medusa's mana and health will just be absolutely evaporated.
Yeah. You've got a lot of evasion here between your Talon, your Elven Tunic, and your Butterfly. That's almost complete. Just another 120 gold and that one's done.
Yeah.
So MKB very necessary. Item timings, I thought they had them before, but now they've suddenly changed with all the evasion that this Medusa managed to pick up.
A 12k gold lead for the Zoomers. It's 8-20. Zoomers are looking super good. Dotaplex looking at 83% win rate. Like, this is... They're looking great, neph. Envy, mid lane, caught. Stunned down for the time being. Kind of just using that fissure to block him off the tower, but that extra range might be enough to finish it off. No, it's not going to happen.
Tried to blink TP, but Basher done on Gunner.
Oh, yeah, he's had this for a bit. Not much you can do. This is one of the reasons this Pango is such a nuisance in this game. And Gunner, once again, finding a huge kill. Now, Envy, they know he's alone. They just saw the Pangolier top. They could go for the ult here on Saberlight, but they're just kind of baiting it out. The Stone Gaze is down, and there it is. The Black Hole coming in with the BKB. Husky unable to do the damage, but Tomato doesn't lay into the Medusa. What kept him alive? Is there a glimmer? Is it just
too
the
much-
evasion?
It's just too much evasion. He's got. All right, we can pull up the numbers here. 54% evasion on this Medusa. So you're missing more than half your auto attack. You think you can bring her down, but if nothing lands, you can't burn her mana. It doesn't matter that you have a Diffusal Blade. You need that MKB done.
Hold on.
It,
I don't like Tomato did 500 damage in that fight. Something is definitely wrong there.
no, that's it.
Did he just miss every auto attack?
I mean, yeah. You can't connect attack with this Medusa. I mean, maybe you end up getting more than 54% overall, but 54% evasion is a lot of evasion.
That was
She's got the talent, the Elven Tunic, and the Butterfly completed.
Wow.
What can you do?
I mean, I'm so confused. I mean, I want to go back and look at that fight and see if like Tomato like accidentally like misclicked off of the Medusa and was just clicking creeps or something. I actually have no idea. It just the black hole came out and there was no damage coming in from the Terrorblade at all.
Yeah.
I was looking for like maybe a Glimmer Cape that had saved him because I was like, you know, maybe he didn't see the Medusa, but no one has a Glimmer Cape.
Nope.
Oh, that's wild. Someone clip that. I need to see that. I need to see that fight over again.
In fact, Terrorblade changed his mind. He was going to go for the Chrysalis, and now he's going back for the MKB after that fight.
Yeah.
They realized what happened there.
I think you have to. Yeah, I mean, if he was in fact hitting that Medusa, you cannot afford to miss that many attacks. If you get a full duration BKB Black Hole with the Midnight Pulse underneath this Medusa, and she comes out with just as much health as she went in, something's real wrong.
Yeah. I mean, the logic behind going the Daedalus over the MKB is the crits cause your attack damage to increase, like just under.
What a setup by Husky.
Yeah, he's gone.
And this is Moo Timbersaw. For those of you who remember, the T is TI 6 chance, I believe, correct? Of Moo Timbersaw when they was playing for Digital Chaos. One of my favorite timelines. I actually predicted Digital Chaos to win that year, believe it or not.
I don't think many people did.
Yeah, I had them as #1 in my compendium. I thought they were going to win. Everyone said I was dumb, but look at me. I'm still pretty
slightly
dumb.
wrong.
I'm still pretty dumb, but at least I was somewhat right.
Who do you have for this year?
I haven't picked a team yet, but it's Evil Geniuses. It's either Evil Geniuses or Undying.
You see, not 4 Zoomers, Copium.
If only they, if only NA was given 3 slots, we'd have 4 teams at the International this year. But you know, sometimes they just got to give these handouts to these European teams.
Yeah, they need to grow their region, make stronger teams, and they might finish like top 3 or something.
You know,
one of the major.
something, 3 invites, something, all eliminated in group stage. I don't know. Aegis Cheese and Shard picked up here for the side of the Zoomers, and now your Medusa, like you said, this was the timing when they could go high ground to get Gunner, able to take that roll up from that Ag Shard. This is such a good ability. So now he has the complete freedom in this Rolling Thunder to play very aggressively, just immediately change directions.
Moon
He's just dead. Okay. Husky once again. God Gamer, what can you expect?
What can you do? No buyback available either. They've got 42 seconds to run it down. Creeps are going to take another 15 seconds to reach the base, though. So they'll have a little bit of opportunity to click away at this one while Moon Meander's dead. But they're going to have 4 to 5 back up. So they might be able to stall out just long enough in order to take a fight.
Gunner with an Arcane. Oh, it just expires. But clearing up that top wave, waiting for those catapults to walk in. Meanwhile, bottom, Envy and Moo already putting the damage in on the tower. Flamethrower as well as the Medusa does quite a bit of work, and they're just trying to split push here. Tomato, he's cutting bottom, doing what he can, and as a response, that's why they're focusing so hard on this bot lane here for the Zoomers. They want to be able to, you know, just force this barracks down, opening up the potential for mega creeps in the mid lane if they want to go for it. Saberlight, he wants to go, but he doesn't have this refresher quite yet. Actually teeping back Husky. He's looking for Tomato. He goes for the BKB. He gets the bash, though, on the Pango, just as expected. And Tomato realizing there is no hope.
Yeah, cleaned up, and now not much
gonna bring him back.
Stop him from just running it down. Yeah.
Z-Freak teleports into the mid lane, and now you can just continue to push this, and no one on Undying can respond. Oh, and don't mind if I bring another one. Envy gonna grab a DD rune as a result of that Penta Edge sword. Oh, it is so good. I'm not sure if they're gonna put it on the Medusa. I feel like they should. It is incredible on this hero once you get the 25 talent.
It's good on a couple of the heroes. The bonus damage definitely helps. They find the timeless relic as well. All right. I'm not sure who they hand this one off to, but it's good on.
It's gonna be Husky, I think. Yeah, we'll
not
put on Husky.
Moo either.
The bonus stun duration is just way too good. And it's going to be Penta Edge Sword here on Gunner instead. And that's going to be Mega Creeps. They buy back on Tomato. You've got to get something here, Prowl. He goes in, but he's got to get out. He pops the BKB exclusively defensively. The Will-O-Wisp gets dropped. Envy just looking at Dubu. And yeah, the Enchanter's somewhat tanky, but you've got so much attack speed now on this Medusa. Moon walks into the Will-O-Wisp, just barely gets clipped, has to walk away. They've got nothing left here on Undying. It's just a 29k gold lead. And you got no answer to the side of the Zoomers here.
I mean, they got the MKBs done, but even with those, I don't know how you bring down this Medusa twice. Black Hole is basically the only way, but they seem to have things in check.
Gunner's just gonna hold on the backside with a swashbuckle. Like they have so many ways of canceling this BKB Black Hole now. They don't care. And if he misses on the first swashbuckle, you got Z-Freak to give him an immediate second one, and here it comes, the Black Hole. Instant canceled. There it is. There's no answer for this. Now Terrorblade turns it around, tries to do something, goes for a Thunder, but bashed up again. Bryle back into the base, never even gets a shot to use the ultimate. GG's come out. What a textbook play here from the Zoomers.
Every single fight Zoomers took there, you know, they were always having answers to the items that Undying had. The moment the BKBs came out on the Enigma, there was Eternal Envy sitting behind the teamfight, ready to cancel the Black Hole with the Stone Gaze. Before that happened, when there was no BKB, Husky always sitting super far back, ready to jump in with a Spike Carapace or drop an Impale out. And in that last team fight, there it was. Abyssal Blade completed on that Pangolier, canceling the Black Hole. Saberlight wasn't allowed to have a single contribution to this game on his Enigma. Post laning phase, they just ran at them, abused the fact they had super high cooldowns, and played around them so well in these team fights. Undying's takeaway from this one is probably just going to be the fact that they don't get to run these kinds of like greedy strategies of high cooldown abilities. They can't just like stall out the game while four Zoomers gets nothing done. They're going to run up their high ground. They're going to just absolutely destroy you, punish every mistake that you make. It doesn't help that Saberlight messed up, whiffed, I think, like 2 Black Holes this game, but they played incredibly well in the Zoomers here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Looking at Moo's performance, I think, is so such a good like explanation of how this game went. Like he finishes up 10-0 or 10-1 and 10 after what was a super slow start for him in the safe lane. But this last pick, Pango, I mean, this really checked every box. They needed some really easy ways to like play not last pick. I mean, we had the Monkey King come out after, but it was a great way of dealing with the Terrorblade and the Enigma in one single pick. And it's always relevant, like you say, super low cooldown spells, able to play aggressively. And I mean, we kind of joke around Z-Freak's build like 4 Null Tally and an Axe, but it owned. Like he had 14,000 net worth on this 4th position Keeper of the Light. It's absolutely absurd. I mean, Zoomers looking strong, man. You know, people were curious how this team's gonna do, and goddamn, man, they are owning. That is their 7th straight victory in a row.
Yeah, I mean, they had a shaky start to the tournament. They didn't look that good, but definitely proving me wrong. I was questioning like how strong this team would be together because, again, it looked like Z-Freak, Eternal Envy, Moo hopping from team to team, but they seem to know what they're doing this time around, despite the fact that they mentioned that they weren't really scrimming. I mean, you could bring down a squad like Undying, who qualified the International, who looks so far above, you know, those top 3 teams in NA, EG, Quincy Crew, Undying, looking so far above all these other teams and now beating them out here. I think this is definitely not a team to be underestimated.
Yeah, absolutely not. And that being said, everyone, we got to go to a real quick break. We'll be back with game 2 here between Undying and 4 Zoomers. You definitely won't want to miss it. These games are going to be incredible. So we'll be back here on Beyond the Summit. This is the Loot Bet Pro Series Season 7. Stay tuned.